Cell phones take over the majority of our generation to this day. Anytime you turn a corner, you see someone on their cell phones, either checking their social media, texting someone who could quite possibly be a few feet away, or even taking selfies to post in order to gain a certain satisfaction for oneself. It is the cell phone that has helped, harmed, and classified people in more ways than one. In my opinion, that was one of the biggest topics that Dead Man's Cell Phone was trying to address. The play was about a girl named Jean who discovers a man in a cafe his phone was ringing. She finds out that he is in fact dead and feels obligated to take his phone in order to turn his life into hers, one way or another. She uses multiple ways of lying in order to create an image about that guy in order for him to be portrayed positively in the end. She uses his cell phone as a gateway to his life and in order to try to find some sort of peace within him, even though he was not the best of men. Jean finally discovers in the end that it's not really her job to try to take over someone's life in order to portray false images. Sometimes you just need to grieve and get past your grief in a certain way. These were all good learning lessons for not only Jean, but the rest of Gordon, aka the Dead Man's family. One of the biggest things that I've learned from this performance is that you should never lie to try and give a false image to someone that you don't know. Not everyone is good or bad. There are always differences, and you can try to change them, but if you do, it falsifies that person, and you're really not helping anybody at all. This clearly shows that the cell phone is not either a good or a bad thing, but a distraction of some sort. Cell phones tend to distract people from the life around them and hold them ignorant to the things that can't be seen through a 5-inch screen. Life needs to be experienced through acceptance of the world God has created and an appreciation for the creator. Not on what the guy you like's last photo was that he posted on Instagram, or if his relationship status on Facebook says single or in a relationship. It's easy for someone to say that cell phones can be harmful to society and to people's personal relationships, but it's not very effective. Many people can tell you what's wrong with cell phones, but it won't stop people from getting them. It's when someone is creative enough to create a play that metaphorically expresses the concerns of technology that it has more of an effect on the viewer. Although the playwright took an extreme level to get the point across, it was still something that she managed to do, in my opinion, that is one of the most respectable. And I think that Sarah Roll did an amazing job in portraying the concern as a theatrical art than just coming straight out and talking about the dilemma of cell phones in general. Dead Man's Cell Phone is an overall amazing play with odd humor, an amazing concept, and extreme performances from the cast. This play is good at bringing up the topic of cellular devices and whether they are harmful or helpful. In my opinion, she brought up that it is neither, but that it just gets in the way of people's lives often. It has a habit of consuming the lives of many, and Sarah Rule clearly expressed that. I may not be an official play critic, but I did find the play to be a very good one, although it had a slow start at first. I would give it a 4.5 stars out of 5 and a huge round of applause for the cast. I guess just remember to take the time to embrace the world around you, not what's on your cell phone screen every once in a while. I mean, it won't hurt to see what the ultimate creator has created around you. Open your eyes, not your screens.